You know, every single time that I sit down to film a video, I'm like, Destiny, you severely need to get a tripod and stop balancing your camera on books. Hello guys. Oh my gosh, I need to get this a little bit lower. Just remove a book. So I was all comfy and I was thinking and I was like, what video should I film? And then I was like, you know what? I was thinking the other day about my Kindle Unlimited and all the books that I needed to read on Kindle Unlimited, how so many people on TikTok talk about Kindle Unlimited books. And I was like, you know what? I want to make a video all about Kindle Unlimited books. So that's what this is. If you are a girly who has a Kindle, or if you are somebody that's looking into a Kindle and maybe looking into what books, or if it may be worth it to get a Kindle and get Kindle Unlimited, then this is the video for you. But you guys should also go and check out, I have a whole entire video talking about my Kindle and kind of what I like about it, what I don't like about it, even though I really couldn't find any cons of my Kindle. But I wanted to do just a full video on what books that I have on my Kindle Unlimited TBR and what books that I have read from Kindle Unlimited I think would be worth it. So let's just get into it. So first of all, I'm going to start out with the books that I have on my Kindle Unlimited TBR. So these are like books that I'm looking out to read on Kindle Unlimited that I may have downloaded that I'm just not reading them quite yet and that are on my radar. I try to read at least a few books on my Kindle a month because I love my Kindle. These are books on my Kindle TBR. So I'm going to go through these really quick because I don't have any thoughts on them. They're just kind of things that I've seen. So first of all, we have the Hoop series by Kennedy Ryan, which I'm actually reading this month. So you guys are going to hear my thoughts about that at the end of the month. That's just like basically like those are like basketball romances. And then we have the Kings of Rittenhouse and Fulton U series. These are both by Maya Hughes. I absolutely despise these covers, but I've heard that these books are absolutely amazing. I don't know. I think one of them is like football, is the other one hockey, or are they both football? I'm not quite sure, but I know that they're sports romances. Then we have Sinners of Saints and All Saints High. I know that those two go together. I don't know if it's Sinners of Saints and then All Saints High, or All Saints High and then Sinners of Saints. I don't know, but they're both, it's kind of like the Addicted Calloway and the Like Us series. So it's kind of like, I know that one of them is about the original people and then the other one is about like their kids. So it's another one that after I'm done with the Addicted series, I want to get back into like that found family aspect. I want to get into that series. Then we have the Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark. This is like the whole entire like mafia thing. Heard about these for such a long time, and then Larry Reed's read like the whole entire series and she said that they were really good, so I do want to read those as well. Of course, I feel like one of the most talked about ones is the Ravenhood trilogy. Guys, I just hear over and over and over again about how heartbreaking they are. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for that, so I've been putting them to the back of my TBR. Then we have the Never After series. This is another find from Larry Reed's channel. She just gives me literally most of my book recommendations. Anyway, this is kind of like the villains from the Disney movies, kind of like a spin-off. Like I think there's one with Captain Hook, Scarf, the newest one, I don't know if it's released yet, but it's like The Wicked Witch of the West. So it's like a spin on those, which I find very interesting. Then we have Darling Venom. I have the actual physical book on my TBR, but this is also on Kindle Unlimited because Queen Sarah and Haley, I think Haley enjoyed it too. She read it this month. I'm not too sure, but I know that Sarah loves that book, so I can't wait to read it. And then the last one I have is To Love Jason Thorne and To Hate Adam Connor. I actually want to get like the physical ones of these because I think that the covers are so cute. And you know, like even if I don't particularly enjoy a book, sometimes just having the beautiful covers is worth it, right? Right? Or do I just tell myself that after I don't like a book? I'm like, at least I have a cute cover though. Like, at least we can like put it on the shelf. Like, just kidding. Not really though. Okay, so that is it for the books that I have on my Kindle Unlimited TBR. I kind of flew through those because those are things that I am just looking forward to, and I know that I have seen like on TikTok and stuff like that. These are all my recommendations that I have read, so let's get into it. First of all, if you guys didn't know, all of Mariana Zapata's books, I'm pretty sure all, if not almost all of them, are on Kindle Unlimited, which is so good because if you have Kindle Unlimited, these books are pretty thick for one, but for two, they're very expensive. Like they're like 24, 25 bucks. Some of the Mariana Zapata books that I have read this far, I think I've read 4. These are the 2 that I recommend. So my very first one that I read was The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. This is a big chunker. It's big, okay, everything about it. But this one I bought it from Amazon, and like the pages literally were straight up falling out. Like, do you guys see how this book is right now? Do you see like how the pages are real whatever? Yeah, the pages, I was like opening them, turning the page, and they were just falling out of the book. I really enjoyed this. This is also a sports romance, kind of enemies to lovers. There's other tropes in here that I don't want to discuss, but it was very good. I rated it 4 stars. And then this is the only Mariana Zapata book that I've genuinely rated 5 stars, from Look Off With Love. Genuinely, I really enjoyed this book. I love the banter between them. It's also kind of like an enemies to lovers. It's a sports romance. She does quite a few sports romances. At least I've read 3 books that she's done a sports romance in. I definitely would recommend on Kindle Unlimited reading Mariana Zapata's books on there, and then if you really enjoy a book on there, to go and buy the physical copy of the book. Okay, the next series that I have that I was on Kindle Unlimited, I didn't read these on Kindle Unlimited though, is the Dreamland Billionaire series. So if you guys have not read these by Lauren Asher, what are you doing? Because you need to read them. Right now, the only 2 books that are out, I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a trilogy, are The Fine Print and Terms and Conditions. Absolutely love these. These are both Grumpy Sunshine. Lauren Asher has quickly became one of my favorite authors. While I'm talking about Lauren Asher, I would also recommend the Dirty Air series. So I only have read the first one, but I do want to get the rest of the books and read the rest of them as well. The next one that I have that I don't have physical copies of are the Devil Knights series by Penelope Douglas. If you want to read Penelope Douglas books, their books are also on Kindle Unlimited. I think it's pretty much all of their books, but I'm not too sure. I know a lot of their books are on Kindle Unlimited. But I did read, what's the first one called? Is it Corrupt? Is the first one Corrupt? Whatever the first book in the Devil's Night series is, I did read that one. I didn't love it, but I think a lot of people like the other books more. So I decided, after being influenced by TikTok, to continue on with the series. So that is another one that I'm going to be continuing on with. Guys, please tell me down below if you think the Devil's Night series is worth it. So like I said, I didn't love the first one, but if you guys tell me that it is, then I'll believe you. The next series that we have, I'm pretty sure it's the last for the series, we have the Twisted series by Anna Huang. I forgot that I literally have the 3rd book. I just haven't read the 3rd book yet, but there are 3 books out, and these are the special edition covers, by the way. But you have Twisted Love, Twisted Games, and Twisted Hate. Like I said, I haven't read Twisted Hate yet, so I can't speak for this one, but I did enjoy these 2. I liked Twisted Games a lot more than I liked Twisted Love. I read these 2 on Kindle Unlimited and liked them enough to go and buy the physical copies of them. The next book I have was my book club's pick last month, which was Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I think Lucy Score's other books are also on Kindle Unlimited. I know By a Thread is on Kindle Unlimited. I'm pretty sure. I would definitely recommend you guys going on Kindle Unlimited and reading it. It has those small town vibes, and it's like Grumpy Sunshine, has all of those tropes. It's like single parent kind of. So if you guys are interested in those type of tropes, it's like found family, super small town where everyone knows each other, like those vibes. I've watched a few episodes of Gilmore Girls, and it kind of gave me that vibe. So if you like that, then definitely read this book. Next book I have is another book that I don't have a physical copy of, but that is Marriage for One by Ella Mays. I read this also last month, and I really did enjoy it. Not as much as I thought I would, but still it was an enjoyable enough romance, and I would definitely recommend it. It's also by Ella Mays, who also wrote To Love, Jason Thorne, and To Hate Adam Connor. But this one was also like a Grumpy Sunshine, Marriage of Convenience, like that. The next book I have is The Spanish Love Deception. I literally am only saying this book because if you guys have seen this be so hyped all over Book Talk, over Bookstagram, over BookTube, like almost everyone loves this book, I don't. I'm just recommending it because if you see it everywhere and you want to read it, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so you can to judge whether or not you like it before you buy the physical copy of that book. I could not do this video without talking about Miss Queen Coho. So I have 3 Colleen Hoover books that are on Kindle Unlimited that I would recommend. Not all of her books are on Kindle Unlimited, but there are a select few that are. So if you want to like dip your toes in the water with Colleen Hoover, first of all, I always recommend Heartbones to dip your toes in the water with Colleen Hoover, because if you guys didn't know, Colleen Hoover is known for like her books have plot twists that you never expect in any sort of thing, even though I do sometimes guess them. But still, I absolutely love Coho. She is an amazing author. I will buy anything that she writes, and I always recommend this one to start out with her because I feel like it has great vibes, super simple and easy, it's like a lot shorter shorter than some of her books, and the characters, the vibes, and everything are amazing, and it's not as stab you in your heart and cry for days. But if you do want some stab you in your heart and cry for days, these 2 books will definitely do it for you. More on the tame side is Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. I feel like this book is severely underhyped. Like, this is one of my top 3 Coho books. I think this was more of her like YA. I'm pretty sure this falls under the young adult category. I think that's what she was going for with this one. There's also some other books in this series. You have Losing Hope, which is the male protagonist's point of view, and then you have a novella that goes with it. And I just love this whole entire universe. It's so good, and just this book was so good, guys. If you want to like sob in your bed and cry for days and think about this book ever since you read it, I would definitely recommend Reminders of Him. This is her most recent release, and when I read this book, I thought about it all the time since I read it. It is so good. Literally tabbed it so much, and I don't like tabbing, but I tabbed this book a lot. It was so sad, heartbreaking, and if you like that type of book, then definitely read this. But there is romance. Colleen Hoover's books, all of them are happy endings, so you never have to worry about like being so crushed in the end and never getting over it. The very last 2 books that I have for this video are a duet. So it is the Full Tilt and All In duet by Emma Scott. I read this in January, I'm pretty sure. It wasn't like my favorite. I don't feel like I love it as much as like a lot of other people do. Emotional, thought-provoking, and everything like that. So if you guys like very emotional books, you guys should read those 2. It has the more bad girl, good boy trope, even though I hate calling that book that. It's more just like a misunderstood girl and like really nice boy trope. It's more like the guys helping the girl and taking care of her, which I really like that it was different. Hi, Charlie. Those are all of the books that I have to talk about with you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give you guys a little like sneak peek and like what I wanted to read, what I've thought about Kindle Unlimited. I genuinely love my Kindle Unlimited. There are so many more other books that I could have talked about, but I haven't read them. I might do a part 2 of this video in like a few months after I've read a lot more Kindle Unlimited books and can tell you guys a lot more of my thoughts on Kindle Unlimited books. But until then, these are the ones I have to recommend to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, all that YouTube stuff that you guys know how to do, okay? And with that being said, I will see you guys when I see ya. Peace.